All right, we got the conclusion of the 34th Kansas-Nebraska Junior Cup. We've got Craig Badura, captain of Team Nebraska. Craig, another second successful victory for Team Nebraska. You know, back and forth in singles this morning. What really kind of set Nebraska apart?
I just think, as I talked about yesterday, I think our kids are so resilient. And down the stretch, these kids have played a lot of golf under pressure. And just really, it came down to Jake Kluver making that 3-footer and to have that match and get us 4 points, and that's all we needed.
You know, what does it mean to you in your second appearance as captain of Team Nebraska, bringing home the cup for the second time? You know, how special is that for you as a coach?
Oh, just seeing these kids grow up. You know, a lot of these kids started playing out here on the Nebraska Junior Golf Tour when they were 7, 8, 9 years old, and seeing some of these kids compete as much as they do to try to get the points to get on the cup team. I know that's pretty competitive in the state of Nebraska, and they take a lot of pride in that. And there's a lot of honor in playing on Team Nebraska, and so just seeing them be able to come out 2 years in a row and get the cup, that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, you know, a lot of great performances from Team Nebraska this week and this morning, especially Reed Malleck of York winning 2.5 points in his matches, and he halved a singles match on the final hole that got Nebraska some of those much-needed points on their way to 4. Reed, what was this match like for you this morning?
The match with Sion was a really back-and-forth match. I mean, I think I started off 2 down through 3 really quick. He just about holed one out on 3 for a hole-in-one, and I lost one there. But then we got it back to, I think, 1 up after 7. I won 6 and 7, or 4, 6 and 7 to get to 1 up, and then had it up to 2 up through 14, and then he got one on 15 and 16, and 17, which kind of made it feel like I was letting it slip. But then there on 18, hit a really nice chip up there to about 4 feet to knock that in to get that half point.
What's running through your mind when you're standing over that putt on 18 to half?
I mean, I knew we needed it for the team, but at the same time, I was kind of like, you got this, kid. I mean, we were 2 up on him for a long time, so I just wanted to make that, just to at least have it and not let him get that match.
So Reed Malleck brings home a close one down the stretch, and then it all came down to Jake Kluver of Norfolk in his final match, and he took it home over Tyler Trudeau of Kansas. Jake, you know, you've played Tyler a couple times now in this cup. Do you think it helped you having a familiar opponent in this last one?
Really did. I mean, honestly, with Tyler, he's a great player. Hits it a long ways. So I mean, it's hard not to think about that. I hit a good drive, and he's still out driving me by, 40 to 60 yards. So it's quite a margin. All the par 5s for him are par 4s, pretty much. So, really, when it came down to my match, I felt like I was giving him a lot of shots really early. I was just making too many mistakes, 3-putting a lot of holes, and that sorts of stuff. So finally, on those last 4 holes when I was down 3 with 4 to play, I finally found my game and felt good.
So, and then obviously you had that great putt on the 18th to win, but I think your second shot on the 18th was really what saved you. What were you thinking standing over that shot from under a tree?
He was right in the middle of the fairway, and he hadn't necessarily been hitting it close all day. He was just making some good putts, so I really just thought that, if I give myself a chance for par, I felt like I was due. So, talking to Coach Badura and Ben, we just really felt like if I gave myself a chance for par, then par would be good enough to win the match, or to have a match, but win the cup.
Well, there you go. Team Nebraska comes out on top, tying their match to bring back the cup. That's it from Omaha Country Club. Have a great rest of your weekend.
I want that water now.